G'day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Metal video. In this video we're going to take a look at whether you should save or summon on the latest banner, that is the Girls Power banner that has come to DBZ Dokkan Battle. Now honestly speaking, summoning on this banner not necessarily the best idea, although I will say Android 18 and Mamba look pretty interesting. I don't think they provide enough to warrant summoning on. The banner is obviously quite favorable. There's a couple benefits of the banner. For example, it's got a guaranteed featured SSR per summon. It also has discount summons, and there is a chance to obtain certain Peppy Girls LRs. But honestly speaking, it's just not realistically worth it that much. With Tanabata, heroes, so many things coming around the corner, you're better off saving your stones. But that's just my opinion. Obviously we'll take a look at the units now because that is important to factor in. And yeah, obviously if you're someone who buys stones or you're someone who's super interested in the Peppy Girls category, this is going to be a nice little update for you. Now in terms of Android 18, she looks pretty interesting. A lot of attack and defense gain on super, 180%, and then of course she gets a very sizable boost of 180% boost to attack from having Peppy Girls members on the team, or if she's facing a physical enemy. One of the big benefits of her is that plus 18% evasion, which pushes her evasion rate up to 48%, which is probably just, what obviously is just under that 50% threshold, but kind of pushes her into the happens a bit more often than you probably expect to happen kind of dodge area, which I think at the end of the day is pretty decent. Animations wise, a short one but a pretty strong one, some decent animation in there, kind of obviously a reference to when she took out the car, but in reality all a pretty decent animation package. Now Mamba is a great unit, just she is exceptionally great in pretty much a more SBR, ESBR focused section. She does very sizable damage to enemies that are attack and defense down. She does pretty solid damage to those units. She can stack defense over a couple turns as well. She greatly raises defense over a period of a couple turns. So overall she has a very nice kit. I think one thing that's really good for her is the fact that she can automatically debuff the opposition if there's a certain number of Peppy Girls units on the team, which means inherently there is an opportunity for her to trigger her own buff, which is pretty good. Now the biggest thing with her is she's only on 3 categories and her link set is a little bit wonky, so there's kind of some caveats with her that exist outside of just the fact that she's on this banner as a unit. Now the rest of the units are all pretty good. I mean, Fasha is pretty good, Chila is pretty good, Launch obviously got her EZA along with Oceana Shenron. You have Android 18 Tech, you have, and that's kind of it, but 7 featured units, of which I'd say with the EZAs, probably 6 of them are pretty useful. I mean, Fasha is very useful as a unit, Chila is pretty useful as a unit, then you have, of course, like Mamba, who's pretty useful in SBR, ESBR content. You got a pretty sizable package of decent units, but they are just more general banner units. They're going to look impressive, but they're not units that are going to carry your teams. They are more supplements to a lot of your teams, and especially to the Peppy Girls team, but still, obviously super duper great. I know on JP's side we have managed to pick up some really good Peppy Girls leaders and buffs, which I think is really, really good, and these guys could help out with that. Now, like I said, there are discounts. There are 30 summon stone summons, and it is a guaranteed featured SSR per summon. The banner drops blue coins, which correlates with the type banners and heroes banners, so you do have that to fall back on. But honestly speaking, right now I wouldn't suggest summoning on it too much. At least that's my situation. I'm going to just do one YOLO summon to kind of end the video and to just share my thoughts. But yeah, basically, to be honest, it's just not something you should use your stones on. With so much stuff around the corner, especially if you're free to play, but even if you're buying stones, these buffs, these are general banner units. You will get these units eventually. this is like Chile and Fascia. I've got Chile Rainbow now. I have Fascia with, I think, 2 dupes. And so, yeah, you will eventually get them. These aren't like exclusive units or anything. It's not like they need banners to return. They're not Dokkan Fests or anything like that. So all I can really advise to you is to, yeah, just save and hold on. Although they can be cool and Peppy Gals is a fun category, I wouldn't really suggest going in on this banner in any way, shape or form. But yeah, that's basically gonna be it for me. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So until then, take care, stay safe, and as always, thank you guys for watching. Bye.